Bendiciones. Welcome in, everyone. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Joyful rising. Can you guys hear me okay? Yes, I am. Good morning, Kamika. Grand Rising. I am on early today. I'm trying to shift the algorithm. It's 11 over here. It's 11 over here. Welcome in, welcome in. Love, light, prosperity on to all of you. Happy Monday. Today is the final day of the retrograde. All right. So things should be subsiding for a lot of you, whatever it is that you've been going through. If you've been feeling like intense energies, you've been going through altercations, if there's been just a lot of disagreements or things that aren't in alignment with you, a lot of those things are going to clear up and lighten up. We are still in the retrograde when it comes to Venus is still retrograding for about a week. But if things have been chaotic and things have been kind of like, you know, I mean, March and April have been kind of crazy months anyways, right? But it's going to subside, okay? We are going to be going into the shadow period during Mercury, but as far as it being in opposition, we're clear from that, okay? But anywho's, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Love, light, prosperity onto all of you. We're going to start here in just a few. Let me go ahead and clear out that energy. Today is Monday, so we are going to tap in on collective energy. I may do some card pulls just depending on the energy. Only thing I ask is that you guys please share the live with at least a minimum of 5 friends and tap the screen and interact. Know that this is a safe space where comments are being filtered. My bad, y'all. But know that this is a safe space, okay? If this is your first time here, welcome in. And if this is not, welcome back. All right. My name is Madam Divine. I'm an intuitive psychic medium. I'm a Reiki practitioner. I'm also an intentional jewelry maker, and I'm also a dope ass poet. So if you really like my vibes and how I read and how I flow, you're more than welcome to join the tribe. I am currently live on 4 platforms. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, all at the same time. So if anything happens to your stream, you can always follow me on those platforms. For collective energies, I always post them on YouTube with timestamps. So if you need to leave, you can always come back. What's up, Divine? Divine, how are you? Joyful Rising, welcome back. Today is Monday, so we are going to tap in on collective energy. All right. I always like to put that energy forward because somebody may need to hear something from that, right? There's a lot going on energetically, so I always like to bring up whatever needs to come up. Oh, hi Bandolera, bendición mamá. Bendición. How are you, my love? It's so good to see you here. I'm going to start my call to prayer here in just a moment, but definitely thank you for the gift. I appreciate you, my love. We're going to tap in. Make sure you guys say hello. Say hello to your neighbor. All right. Say hello to your neighbor. I'm well. Thank you, Mamita. I'm ready to tap in. I'm on early today. Spirit was like, no, you need to get on. You need to get on. I said, okay. All right, I'm here. I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and start my call to prayer. Yes, peace, reflection. Let's spread nothing but love, light, and joy here, okay? If you're going through something, I understand everyone is going through something, but this is the right space for you where you can divulge and you can literally release, right? Because one thing about us humans is we tend to suffocate ourselves with our energy because we don't know how to be vulnerable. And one thing about me is I'm very vulnerable, not just with myself, but with my collective. Okay. As a healer, that is what I'm here to do, right? And if I didn't heal myself, there's no way that I can be out here trying to heal other people. I'm big on that. Okay. So, last but not least, I do want to advise that there are a bunch of fake accounts. They are not me. I will never reach out to you, okay? That is not me in your DMs. That is not me sending you a message through WhatsApp. It is a scammer. So block and report, okay? Love, light, prosperity on to all of you. Thank you for all being here. We're going to tune in here in just a moment. I'm going to do my call to prayer. Hello, Robin. Welcome in. I see YouTube is popping today. We got YouTube popping today. What's up, Robin? Love, light, prosperity onto you, Queen. Let's go ahead and get this call to prayer so we can clear out the energy and make sure that we align in the right space, okay? Padre nuestro que está en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a tu reino, hágase tu voluntad en la tierra como en el cielo. Danos hoy nuestro pan de cada día. Perdona nuestra ofensa como también nosotros perdonamos a los que nos ofenden. No nos deje caer en la tentación y libera del mal. Amén. Ave María, Dios te salve María, llena eres de gracia, el Señor es contigo. Bendita tú eres entre todas las mujeres y bendito es el fruto de tu vientre Jesús. Santa María, Madre de Dios, ruega por nosotros pecadores, ahora en la hora de nuestra muerte. Amén. Gloria al Padre, al Hijo, al Espíritu Santo, como era en el principio, ahora y siempre por los siglos de los siglos. Amén, amén, amén. God, above all, I give you thanks for this time, space, and energy that you're aligning me with the collective once again. I ask that you please remove my energy as I now tap in with the collective. I ask that you please bless this live and bless those that need to meet me at this time, whether it's through the FYP, through a share at random on any of the platforms. I ask that you bless this space, cover and protect me as I now tap into the ethereal realm to receive the messages. I call upon the angels of divine white light. I call upon Archangel Michael for your divine protection, divine order. I call upon the Ascended Masters. I call upon my highest self, higher power. I call upon my loved ones who have transcended in love and light. At this time, I call for my santos, my eguns, my muertos, la gitana que me acompañan, los indios que me rodean. I call upon my son 3. I call upon my grandmother Emilia. I call upon my soul tribe, my soul family. May we align at the time that we do, as my messages are timeless. We give all thanks and gratitude to the Most High for waking us up today and giving us our daily bread. Align me with those at this time, Spirit, whether they need clarity, whether they need a message of love, healing, whatever it is that they need, Spirit. I ask that you utilize me as the channeled messenger. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Mucho ashe y bendición to all of you. Love, light, prosperity. Thank you for the gifts, y'all. Thank you for the gifts. Listen, y'all. We are on early today, okay? We are on early today. So love, light to all of you. I know we've got some new people on here, which I'm so excited about. The other day I was on someone's live, right? And it kind of it like I'm getting chills just talking about it, right? Because energy is such a real thing, right? But when I was something drew me into her, right? And I feel like that's kind of the same thing that happens with you guys, right? When you guys stump on my live, like something just draws you in, right? And she was talking, and I was watching her from my FYP, and I instantly was like, wow, I love her energy, right? I love her energy. And I typically don't let people tap into me, right? Because of what I do, I have to be very particular of who I allow to tap into my energy. As I always say to everyone who gets a reading, always make sure that you are in alignment with the reader that is going to read you. But her live was just so beautiful, and she was just such a beautiful spirit. She had such beautiful energy, and I was on that live, supporting, tapping, how we always do, right? And when she finally got to me and she realized, who I was, right? Because when you tap in, if somebody's spiritually gifted, right? If somebody has that light energy. And she immediately picked up on so many things, right? But not to mention her chat, right? Her chat was so beautiful. It was so much love, energy. It kind of reminded me of our chat, right? My chat. And so we have some of those people on here today. So gratitude, like, I'm big on energy, and I feel like, when you're out here being genuine and you're out here just, not out here to do any wrong, just living your life authentically, it's like you align with the right people at the time that you need to, right? So I feel that, right? I feel that. And I feel like for me, that was just like a reminder, because sometimes, being someone who streams, right? Someone who streams, I don't stream just at random, I stream a lot, right? That can kind of get to a point where it's like repetitive, right? And you tend to forget. And I'm blessed to have the collective that I have. I'm super blessed, right? Because I've seen a lot of other readers who haven't had a collective who appreciate, them, their gifts, their time, their space, their energy, right? But my collective, nah, it's always been love and light. Bendición, mamita, welcome back. It's always been love and light. So that's why you know, I come on and I do. Hello, my mom, bendición. I just got live. I've been live, not even 15 minutes. So you just caught me. I was just expressing my gratitude, right? For spiritual readers, right? As myself, but also the collective, because you guys honestly make it. You guys make it worthwhile. So thank you all for being here. I send you so much love, so much hugs, so much light, healing energy, okay? And if you guys just come on just to receive your messages, then ashe, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. There's plenty of ashe here. All right. There is plenty of ashe to give out here. So, with that being said, we're going to tap in on collective energy. Know that you are loved. I feel like today is going to be a really good collective. I'm just feeling like the energy. I just feel it. Okay. Um, Girl, listen, we are not broke. Okay, we are not broke. We are rich in spirit. All right. A lot of people are going through a lot of things right now, but you never want to profess that. What you profess with your tongue is the most strongest tool and weapon that you have. So be careful on how you speak. Okay. We are not broke. We are rich in spirit. We have everything we need. Okay. We have everything we need. All right. If you don't have any money for donation, I'm not asking nobody for donations right now. You know what I'm saying? The list is open always. You guys can always tap in on the list, right? But right now it's my time to give to y'all. All right. That's what I do with collective energy. So, with that being said, we've already got the prayers out. Let's go ahead and share the live. Let's share the live. Let's spread the love and joy to other people who may need a message from spirit. And we'll go ahead and commence, okay? Let me what was I gonna do? I'm gonna go into my life lessons deck, okay? Y'all already know my life lessons decks, my own personal deck. I love to tap into this deck because there's a lot of great quotes in here, right? So let's see. Let me fix my mic real quick. And if you guys haven't done so, make sure that you guys are following me on my other platforms. Yes, Rich in Spirit. That is right. Make sure you guys follow me on YouTube, Instagram. All right. Blessings. Let's tap in. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. We're tapping in at 15 minutes. Let me go ahead and jot that timestamp down. And if you need to leave, I understand. You guys can always run it back on YouTube, okay? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, divine truth, divine wisdom, divine counsel. When it comes to my collective, what lessons are coming up? What is the focus point for today's reading? Align me with the right energy, spirit. Let's tap in for the collective. All right, Spirit, when it comes to my collective, what is the life lesson? What is a life lesson? Oh, we got 2, 3. Watch me attract better. Ooh, watch me attract better. Not intention. Okay, not starting off with intention, Buki. Watch me do better. I need you guys to spam it in the chat. Remember, our words and how we affirm it is how we claim. Okay? Our words and how we affirm is how we claim. So, watch me attract better. Spam it in the chat. I want to see every platform. Watch me attract better. Watch me attract better. Yes. Watch me do better. Watch me attract better. Whatever, right? Better is the key. Watch me. All right. Watch me attract better. And that's going to be the affirmation for today. All right. Watch me attract better. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to tap more into that. And if you don't know how to, it's okay. We're going to all learn together. Okay. Watch me attract better. Now it says, ooh, don't feel. I don't think you guys are ready for this one, y'all. I don't think y'all ready for this one. This one stings a little bit. Okay. It says, don't fill your void. Don't fill your void with something cheap. Don't fill your void with something cheap. After we just said, watch me attract better. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I feel like collective. This is giving me self-worth. Okay. This is giving me self-respect. This is giving me I know my value. This is giving me I know better. And when you know better, you do better, right? When you know better, you do better. So watch me attract better and don't fill your void with something cheap. Seems like a lot of you guys have learned a lesson here, especially during this retrograde. Okay, collective, I'm hearing that loud and clear. Let me go ahead and put the chat in so everybody can see the chat. And let me fix this. There we go. And last but not least, y'all, your divine energy is the most valuable. Don't give your power to anyone still in karmic energy. Ooh. Not all those cards came at the same time. Not all those cards coming in at the same time. Watch me attract better. Don't fill your void with something cheap. And your divine energy is the most valuable. Don't give your power to anyone still in karmic energy. Oof. If that isn't a message, collective, if that isn't a message, listen, a lot of you have gone through the ringer, okay? Especially when it comes to relationships, whether they're platonic, whether they're intimate, whether it's family, right? A lot of you have gone through the ringer when it comes to your relationships. So, what this is giving me, right? The energy that I'm pulling off of this is not only are you learning your lessons, right? You're learning, right? Because I wouldn't say we fully learn all the way, right? Because we are creatures of habit. We are creatures of habit, right? But from what you've experienced and what you have endured, collective, you're ready to step into this worthy portal, okay? This wealth portal. A lot of you are wanting to attract better. A lot of you want to call in divine energy. A lot of you want to tap into your highest frequency, okay? And when you tap into your highest frequency, what's up, Renata? When you tap into your highest frequency, right? Not everyone is going to be in alignment with you. Not everyone is going to be able to sit at that table. Not everyone's going to be able to feast off of your meal. You get what I'm saying? When you're wanting to attract better, sometimes you have to isolate and eliminate. Bendición. Bendición, Luis. So, with that being said, right? Not only are you learning from your lessons, collective, right? Cuz it says watch me attract better. But you're realizing that you're not ever going to fill any of your voids with anything cheap, anything temporary. You realize your worth. You're stepping into your worth. You're claiming your power back, right? Because it says your divine energy is the most valuable thing that you have, okay? Your divine energy is the most valuable. Don't give your power to anyone who's still ruminating in karmic energy. And what karmic energy is someone who continues to cycle, right? Someone who continues to cycle and cycle and cycle and backtrack and become just mere distractions. Someone who is now willing and capable of seeing where their faults are, of raising their vibration. Someone who in their that is in their divine purpose, their divine energy, who moves authentically, who moves genuinely, right? Someone who is not here wasting your time. Why? Because your energy is so divine. It's the most valuable thing. You can't put money. You can't put money where on divine energy. You can't go to the supermarket and go, hey, can I have where can I find divine energy? Oh yeah, sure. It's on aisle 15. No, the fuck it's not. No, it's not. This is something that you work for. This is something that you come into consciousness. Your consciousness opens up that portal for you and makes you realize how divine you truly are. All right. So I really feel like the collective right now, right, especially through all these major shifts that have been going on, a lot of you aren't playing about your energy. A lot of you guys are really standing all the way 10 toes down. A lot of you are putting forth this energy like, look, I'm tired of that. I don't like the feeling of that. I want change. And I'm going to welcome it because I know that I'm willing and I am more than capable of achieving much better results. All right. Sometimes, the saying that's coming in my mind is es mejor estar solo que mal acompañado. And what that means is in English is sometimes it's better to be in solitude than to be in miserable company. Because one thing misery enjoys is company. So one thing about misery enjoys company, don't they? So I really see a lot of you really isolating because spirit is showing me that the hermit, right? There's a lot of isolation here. And for many of you, this has taken a toll on you, right? Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You've been going through it, right? And I feel like for many of you it's because it was meant that way. It was ordained that way. Because spirit wants you to finally step into your divinity. Spirit wants you to step into your divine energy, that divine frequency. No more wasting time, no more wasting energy on senseless things anymore. All right, I see you guys really stepping up the pace, okay? And it's so funny because I moved my cards over, right? And then the three of wands, and that talks about journey, that talks about forward movement, that talks about, you know, possible, some of y'all might be moving, right? Some of you guys might be moving. Because the energies that surround you are just not, they're just not it. They don't respect, they don't is it lagging? You can jump on any of the other platforms, my love. I'm on 4 platforms. If you have any issues. Am I lagging, you guys? I know YouTube lags a little bit. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, let's tap into the tarot, you guys. Who is this message resonating with so far? If it resonates with you, drop your name and zodiac in the chat. If you guys would continue to share the live for me, I really appreciate it, okay? Let's continue. Holy Spirit, holy angels. Talk to me. What can we get for the collective? Shuffle one more time. I'm also hearing, this is what I'm hearing right now while I get this incense going. But I'm hearing, okay, perfect. Thank you, Divine. What I'm hearing is a lot of people showed out. Happy early, mama. Um, there's been a lot of people who've been showing out, right, during the retrograde. Cause Don't Go is playing. All right. The retrograde literally has caused, like, a lot of you are ready, right? A lot of you guys are ready to just walk on blind faith. A lot of you guys are ready to just to throw in the towel on what didn't work out, and you're ready to start a new clean slate. But I'm hearing that, excuse me, I'm hearing that some people just don't know how to accept your fate. Some people don't know how to accept you walking away. They'll never be okay with it. They're always going to find some sort of way, right, to keep you in their own psychotic loop, right? And I say psychotic because, if you're still committing the same error, you're going in the same cycle, same circle, mentally something's not right. You know what I'm saying? Something's not right. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just the way that I see it, but something ain't right if you're continuing in the same path and you're not able to get out. It's like psychologically, it's like something's not connecting, right? It's like the dots are missing. I don't know, like the dots aren't connecting. All right, Spirit, what does my collective want to attract when we want to attract better? Some of y'all just want peace. Some of y'all just want peace. Yeah. I saw another card over here. Where'd that card go? Am I tripping? I could have sworn there was another card that flew out. Well, let's go again. Let's get one more. Yeah. So, under Watch Me Attract Better, a lot of you guys are gone. 3 flew out, right? Yeah, I don't know where the other one went. It's crazy. It's like hidden in plain sight, and it's not like I have a bunch of shit on my desk. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I have to. If it did come out, I don't know. I don't freaking know. Anyways, let's get back to the message. So, for a lot of you, when it comes to wanting to attract better, right? It's gonna take you to walk away. It's gonna take you to transition into a peaceful resolution. And sometimes peace just means you have to walk away and cut off people indefinitely. Okay. By you, if you're wanting to attract better, there is a need for you to cut off whatever emotional baggage is still lingering. All right. Whatever you're emotionally tied to within the situation, you need to cut it. Because I'm hearing that song. You need to cut it. You need to cut it. Okay. So allow change to take place. Okay. Change is going to be good for you, collective. Change is going to be good for you. A lot of you, again, you guys just really want to focus on peace. Peace is like the biggest thing here. I see that there's going to be some sort of new creative spark that's going to come in for you. I don't know, I'm getting like a fresh breath air, like fresh breeze, like You know what I'm saying? You know, when you start on a clean slate, it's just like everything just seems glorious. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, everything just seems glorious, right? So I really feel like you're going to be really moving in the energy of freedom. You're going to feel free. You're not going to feel you're not going to feel like you're consumed with other people and their shit, right? Because that's one thing about people, when you align with other energies that aren't on that frequency like you know, like energy vampires or people who want to siphon your energy because you have such beautiful energy. I see that kind of coming to a stop. All right. I see you putting that to an end. You're no longer going to give in as easily, right? Um because I also feel like I'm getting people pleasing energy here as well. I'm getting people pleasing. So I feel like that's something that you've struggled with, collective, for a very long time. But moving forward, I do see you getting out of that. Um, because you realize that people will do anything and everything to hold you back. I don't know why people do that, right? But low vibrational people, they do that. They tend to do that. Okay. Don't fill your void with something cheap. Don't fill your void with something cheap. Spirit, can I get some more clarity on this, please? More clarity on this. Don't fill your void with something cheap. Now it's like I gotta look for my cards wherever they drop. Mm-hmm. Listen, y'all. The tower moment already occurred. Like addictions. What do you mean? Bendición, Felicia. Welcome back, my love. Sorry, I just saw your message. What do you mean, like addictions? Um, don't fill your void with something cheap. What I got with that was the Five of Pentacles. I got the Nine of Swords, and I got the Tower card. All right. So your Tower moment has already gone. You've already gone through your Tower moment, collective. All right. Whatever needed to fall down came crashing down. All right. Whatever argument needed to happen happened. Whatever altercation happened, it happened. Yeah, that's something that you're trying to fill, right? When you try to fill a void, right? If you think about your heart, right? And you've got a big ass gap, right? You got a big ass hole there, right? Because either you were traumatized by family, you were abandoned, you were neglected, shame, guilt, whatever it is that you have in your heart space, right? Instead of doing the work and healing is what is torn, people tend to go to other vices. All right. So that could be any sort of addiction, could be sex, could be drugs, could be alcohol. It could be stealing. You know what I'm saying? It could go in so many different ways. Thank you for the cowboy. It could go in so many ways. So don't fill your void with anything cheap. Sometimes it's just worth you doing the extra, right? Sometimes it's worth you going the extra mile and healing those properties, right? Instead of masking it, right? Because those problems are going to still be there. And what you're going to do is you're going to continue to drink every day. You're going to continue to smoke every day. You're going to continue to pop pills every day, right? Because you don't want to face the reality. So that's just to give you some context, okay? Now, with this, the Five of Pentacles being here, a lot of you guys have lost a lot. All right, you've lost your dignity, you've lost your respect, you've lost financial opportunities, spiritually bankrupt, okay? When you've dealt with this void, right? You've gone through a rabbit hole. I'm getting like you've literally have gone through a rabbit hole. Um And it has caused a lot of insecurities within yourself, right? Because that's what it does. Instead of, focusing on what needs to be healed, we tend to obscure it with lies. We tend to overcompensate in other ways instead of just dealing with the issue head on. All right. I do see that there's a lot of deep rooted fears. Okay. This is kind of what the issue is. There's a lot of deep rooted fears. There's a lot of maybe secrets that you're not being all the way honest with, right? Or you're not being honest with yourself or other people. Or maybe, this can also be like living a double lie, right? Not a double lie, but a double life, right? You're saying you're moving in one way, but behind closed doors, you're doing complete polar opposite. Um, for a lot of you, there is a need to do a lot of releasing. Okay, there's a need for all of you to do a lot of releasing. Okay, and I think that's just something that's gonna have to be habitual. We have to learn to release what no longer serves us, okay? The tower moment has already occurred, meaning that the worst has already happened. Now it's just trying to rebuild and repair. Rebuild, repair, rebuild, repair. That takes time. It's not something that you could just flip the switch and it's just going to magically appear. No, it's going to take time. Healing takes time. So accept what is, okay? Let's see your divine energy. Spirit, can you please remind us how divine our energy is? Can you please show us how divine our energy? Why is our energy divine? Why should we protect this divine energy that we have, Spirit? Listen, for a lot of you, doesn't have to be all of you, but for a lot of you, your divine energy, right? You went through a period. Hold on, I'm trying to see how I can, the way that they're telling me and the way that I need to express it. What they're saying is a lot of you didn't really know what your divine energy was because you played it safe, right? With partnerships. Because a lot of this, I see the Knight of Cups, right? And the Knight of Cups is a player energy, someone who's very manipulative, very vindictive, someone who holds back, someone who doesn't express their emotions all the way, someone who lives in secrecy, who thinks that they can just do whatever they want as they please without any repercussions. I feel like for a lot of you, you dealt with that for a long time. You also dealt with going against your intuition. A lot of you didn't respect what your gut was telling you. You just went with what your heart was telling you. And what your heart was telling you was aligned with bullshit lies from someone who wanted to manipulate you to think otherwise. Um and I feel like you're finally closing out this cycle, collective. Whoever this message is resonating for, this could be personal to somebody, right? Whoever it is for, but I feel like you've encountered so many different experiences in life that you're realizing how valuable you are as an individual, and you no longer want to live in this false reality. This is delusion. A lot of you could have a lot of you could have lived in a state of delusion for a long time. um let's see forward outcome. Let's see outcome. I feel like you, collective, you guys been doing a lot of work. All right, you've been doing a lot of work, a lot of self work, self reflection. I sense a lot of solitude. You've been really connecting with God and just trying to figure out where things went wrong and where you needed to what you needed to work on. Let's get forward outcome, okay, for the collective. Spirit, when it comes to the collective, what is the outcome coming? What is the outcome for my collective moving forward? Yeah, we got the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. Yeah, look, y'all standing on business, okay? You're standing on business. It's on your terms, your conditions. With the Wheel of Fortune here, there's going to be a turn of events. A lot of you are stepping into your divine feminine energy. I'm hearing soft girl era. It's about time. For a lot of you, you've had to be in this masculine energy. Why? Because you needed to be. But I really do sense that a lot of you are going to be putting things into order. All right. You guys are all about clarity. If it doesn't make sense, you don't want anything to do with it. I'm getting a lot of purity as well. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo could be significant here. Pisces energy as well. What does the collective need to be grounded on? What do they need to be grounded on? Your choices. Your choices, okay? Your choices. We got the Knight of Wands here. So, especially for those that kind of took a break from what's up, Lena? For those that kind of took a break from dating, right? Because the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands, we got night energy, right? Two knights here. I feel like for many of you, when it comes to your energy and the way that you're moving forward in regards to the dating realm, you've got a different perspective. You've got a different perspective. You're no longer going for the bare minimum that you used to. You're no longer going to be receiving mediocre energy. There's a turn of events, right? It got to a point where you were like, I'm done with this. I'm tired of this. I refuse to deal with this. Like, I'm done with it, okay? And I see you guys walking away from those old patterns that kept you stuck in disbelief, that kept you in this state of questioning all the time, right? It was always so confusing and conflicting. But I see you guys walking away because for a long time this was who you were to your core. This is what you thought, right? Aligned and resonated with you. But I see you kind of, walking away from all this stuff, which is great. I love to hear that. Let's go ahead and pull an inner peace message, and then this will conclude the collective. Lena, I ain't even see you come in, Bookie. Hey. Yeah, I came on at like 10. I've been on for almost an hour. All right, Spirit, let's get some peace reflection messages. When you make peace with yourself, you make peace with the world. Didn't I say that you guys were really striving for peace? That was something that you really wanted to obtain in your life. In order for you to attract better, you must make peace within yourself. And when you make peace within yourself, you make peace with the world. I love that. Peace is always beautiful. Again, peace. And these aren't all peace cards. These aren't all peace cards, okay? Peace is always beautiful. So I feel like peace is a big thing when it comes to y'all collective. You're really trying to aim for peace in your life. Never be in a hurry. Do everything quietly and in a calm spirit. Do not lose your inner peace for anything whatsoever, even if your whole world seems upset. Love it. I'm going to say it one more time. All right. It says, never be in a hurry. Do everything quietly and in a calm spirit. Do not lose your inner peace for anything whatsoever, even if your whole heart seems even if your whole world seems upset. All right. Big on peace, y'all. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful message for the collective. I release the collective energy. I call back all of my power because it belongs to me. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Lucy Progreso for all of you. All right. I'm going to go ahead and clear this space. Take what resonates, apply it to your life. I pray that you guys received your message, collective. Collective is on point as always. Peace is priority right now. Yes, it is, especially with how the economy is. You know what I'm saying? You're very welcome. You're very welcome, my love. You guys ain't got to thank me, okay? This is how I give back to my collective. So, yes. Thank you, Robin. Look, and if you guys haven't seen those on TikTok, all right, this is the setup on YouTube, so definitely check it out. This is the setup on YouTube. Beautiful collective reading. Yes, it was indeed. So if you guys ever want to bring it back, you guys can always come to YouTube. Everything is a lot more professional over there. Resonated. Yes, love that. Love that, you guys. I appreciate it. If you haven't yet, make sure you guys smash that thumbs for me, okay? We are going to open up the list now. So if anybody would like to join the list, all right. I might do a couple card pulls, right? Just to keep the energy flow going. Right? It's different, right? Let's do like maybe 2 people, all right? We'll do a card pull and then I'll go into the list. Sound like a plan? We'll do 2 people and then I'll go into the list. But if anybody wants to go ahead and donate, I mean, by all means, I ain't gonna stop y'all, right? You love it on YouTube. I love it. I love it. Good morning. What's up, Karina? Bendición. The list is a paid reading. It's $15 for the donation for a spiritual led reading. But we're gonna do card pulls. I'm gonna pick 2 people. All you have to do is drop your name and zodiac and make sure that you're following, okay? And then we'll go ahead and do the list. So if you guys want, go ahead and drop your name and zodiac. Ooh. Y'all, I was thirsty. I would really like to know where that card went, honestly. That shit flew. Hold on, let me check back here real quick. All right. I do private readings. Like if you wanted to do a private reading, I have 30-minute and 60-minute sessions that I do through Instagram video. And if you don't have Instagram, then we could do it through WhatsApp. All right. Diara, you guys drop your name and zodiac. Name and zodiac. Diara, tap in. Diara, tap in for me, my love. That's how it usually happens. Yeah, I know. Diara, tap in. Okay, hello, hello. All right, Spirit. When it comes to Diara, happy early birthday, my love. How old are you turning? For Diara. Message for Diara. Oh, okay. Family card. We got the 10 of cups, my love. And then we also have the 10, the everything is fine at the bottom. 10 10. Um Something about family. I'm getting chills right now. Something about family is coming up for you. How have things been with your family here lately? Have you been has there been any sort of have there been any sort of has there been any friction within your family? Diara? Trying to spend some more time with them. They just got in an argument yesterday at my sister's. But this had nothing to do with you. The argument had nothing to do with you, right? Okay. Yeah. So I feel like when it comes to you, right, you're kind of like you're coming off as an energy that is comes off a bit nonchalant, right? When shit happens or things pop off, you tend to isolate yourself because you're like, yeah, they ain't got nothing to do with me. Um you have a great relationship with your family because I see the 10 of cups, right? But the 10 of cups is stability, it's family, it's structure, it's happiness, divine joy. But I feel like there probably have been some ups and downs, right, within your family dynamic, that maybe there's certain things that you don't really speak on, you don't really bring up to light. You tend to suppress it. All right, you suppress that energy, you hold back. um I don't know, I'm getting that energy, like you act like everything is cool, but there's still some things. I don't know, have you been holding on to some resentment? And this could be past energy too, right? Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Did you say you're holding on to some resentment? I don't know if you're getting filtered. Not really. Okay. Um, with the 10-10 here, there could be this could be, you closing out that cycle, right? Um, you closing out that cycle and closing that door, right? Because you opening that door is not gonna do anything for you but cause that pain to resurface, right? But I do feel like, you're just kind of looking onwards. You just want happiness. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want drama. You know what I'm saying? You want to enjoy your family. You want to enjoy um life by their side. Cuz I'm getting strong family roots, strong family ties. Um so maybe that whatever that period went that you went through, it looks like it's going to come to an end. It looks like that cycle is coming to an end. All right, that's what I'm getting for you, my love. Happy early birthday. Thank you so much for allowing me to tap into your frequency, my love. I release your energy. I call back all my power because it belongs to me. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. We're going to do one more person and then we're going to open up the list, you guys. Yeah, 1010, 1010. All right, let's go with YouTube. Robin. I thought I saw you. Didn't you put your information in here? You did. Robin Sag, right? All right, Robin. List is open, you guys. If you guys want to join the list, we've done collective already. So if you missed it, you guys can join. You can subscribe to YouTube, okay, and you can run it back on YouTube. Robin. For Robin, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what does Robin need to hear in the current energy? For Robin. Robin, you're walking away, or you're needing to walk away from a certain situation or a decision, but you're indecisive about it. You're unsure of which, you know what I'm saying? Because the Two of Swords talks about picking the lesser of two evils, right? You're not okay with either, but you know you have to make a choice. But I do see you kind of I see you kind of leaving whatever is causing you emotional distress, whatever emotional baggage is associated with this. I see you walking away from that. Was there something that you recently walked away from, or you're needing to walk away and you haven't made that decision yet? I know YouTube's a bit delayed, but I'm just trying to. I'm gonna give you a minute to respond to that. Working on the action plan. Yeah, I think you just need to finally make a choice, right? And then take action. Because here, it's like you actively action plan walking away. Okay. Yeah, because the Six of Swords, I mean, I see you doing it. It's just going to take you a little bit of time. Maybe there's some things that you need to put into order. Um, some things you need to put in alignment before you can achieve that. But I see it happening for you with the Two of Swords here. Um, have faith that whatever choice and decision you make is going to land you where you need to be. 20-year marriage. Yeah. It's a long time. Definitely a long time. But, you can't prolong things longer than what they need to. So just take your time, but make sure that you're fully all the way in, okay, my love? Don't backpedal. I release your energy. I call back all my power because it belongs to me. Ashe to the ancestors. Ashe. I send you love and light, Robin, and I pray that your situation gets better. Of course, of course. I'm gonna restart my TikTok and then we're gonna go straight into readings. Let's post this collective. Hey, Bandolera, I see you, girl. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody, say hello to Bandolera. Love, light, prosperity, and mucha che para ti, mi amor. Um, let me write down. What should I name this collective? I'ma always attract better. That's what I was talking about. Attract better and protect your divine energy from all right, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and restart Tickety Talk and YouTube. Now that I've got that posted. All right, my mic is still on. All right. Can you guys hear me okay? Thank you for sharing the live. I just hopped back on. I had to post the collective energy. Blessings to you, my love. How are you? Audio is awesome. Perfect. How's my audio on TikTok? Is it okay? Welcome back, you guys. Yeah, I think I'm missing a card. I'm definitely missing a card. I wish I knew where it flew to, y'all. Thank you, Robin. Definitely appreciate you for that. What's going on, you guys? We are back. I've already posted collective energy on Instagram. YouTube is not up yet, but I will post it with the timestamps. I am doing paid readings now. So the list is open if anybody would like to join. All right, it is a $15 minimum for a spiritual led reading or a question. If anybody would like to join, let me know in the chat. Amadis, I'm sorry that you feel that way. If you would like to get clarity on that, I'm more than welcome to pull 3 cards for you. It's a $15 donation. But typically, you know when a man is cheating. Your intuition never lie, girl. Your intuition never lie. Welcome in, everyone. He been hiding his phone recently. Well, if you want to know, my love, I can tell you exactly what's going on. Just send donation. And I'll get you clarity on how he's moving. Because one thing I do is I don't sugarcoat. I don't sugarcoat. I tell you exactly what you need to hear, so that way you're not stuck in a situation longer than what you need to be. But that's up to you, girl. If you want me to tap in, I'm more than glad to tap in. It is a $15 donation. Thank you for the rose. List is open, you guys. List is open. If you would like to tap in, let me know. I'm trying to figure out what card is missing. Hi, Mama Bendición. How are you? I'm trying to figure out what card went missing so I know what I'm looking for. You missed Collective. How you been? Thank you for the follow. Guys, list is open if you guys want to join. $15 minimum. Oh, where'd you go to vacation? Where'd you go, Buki? That's exciting. Miami. Okay. How was the weather? Hi. It rained. Dang. Yeah, ain't no way I'm gonna figure this out. What's up? What's up, Bessie? Oh, that's nice. She went to work today. Hey, getting back into routine. Well, I'm glad you had an amazing time, Regina. Sometimes we do need that getaway. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It was definitely needed. Yeah, I'm sure. Thank you for the follow. You guys, my list is open. If anybody would like to join the list, definitely let me know. You could tell I use these cards so much. I don't know why. These are like my go-to. They're all taped up. But I could shuffle these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's all taped up. Fold it. Look at that. Do any of you guys have like a favorite deck that you go to? That's like your preferable deck? Juicy. Juicy be on one. Juicy a whole she a whole different specimen of a deck. Is she? I'm new here. Welcome in, my love. Blessings. Blessings onto you. Abundance onto you as well. Grand Rising. I posted a collective reading, so if you want to check it out, you could check out my YouTube. But I did card pulls, I did collective that I've posted, and now we're doing paid readings. Angels and Ancestors. Yeah, that one's a good deck. I love my Oracle deck. My first Oracle deck was the Whispers of Healing. I started out with Oracle before I went into Tarot. Damn, I just mixed these up. Any other readers here? Welcome in, everyone. We're doing readings. I had to fix my deck. Cutting civil cords with toxic exes, and if I was ever the toxic ex. Wait, what? Cutting silver cords with toxic exes, and if I was ever the toxic ex. Girl, what? What? You're saying that you're actively cutting cords? I'm trying to pick up what you're putting down, girl. If you want to know about Aaron and his intentions, it's a $15 donation. I'm doing paid readings right now. Oh, it froze. Okay. You're saying that you're the toxic ex? Guys, my list is open. List is open. $15 is the minimum donation. Y'all be spending that on Chick-fil-A and fast food. It's time you guys start investing in your spiritual health. So if that's something that interests you, it is a $15 donation for a 3-card pull or a question. All right, spiritual lead is a 3-card or a question that you need answered. Thank you for the follow. If you want a question answered, it's 15. I'm doing paid readings right now. If I was a bird to fly away. I have Apple Pay, I have Zelle, I have Venmo, I have PayPal, and I also accept through Chime. I do not have Cash App, but all the other ones I do. If you have any of those, let me know. I have my Linktree in my bio, and it'll literally, you'll just click and it'll take you directly to send payment. I'm gonna give it a little bit. I know people were questioning, so I'm gonna give it a minute, and if not, then I'm gonna go ahead and log off. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. What's up, Shen? Bendy. Hola. You're so cute, girl. How's your day? Me too, girl. I already posted collective. It's rainy and foggy over here. But I do plan on going to the gym. But I wanted to come on and do my collective early because I feel like the times have been difficult. Like, I don't know what's going on with the algorithm, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, excuse me. All right, y'all. Well, I'm about to log off. I don't see anybody. Did you tornado warnings last night? We had some winds. We had some winds last night. Today is very cloudy. It's rained a few times, but it stopped. But no tornado warnings here. But be careful, y'all. Be careful. All right, YouTube. I'm gonna let y'all go. Love, light, prosperity. I'll see you guys on the next stream, and I'll post the timestamps here within the next hour or two. Okay.